Hey, Blazer Tales. Oh, have I got such a good one for you today. This is The Wild Robot Escapes. This is the second book to The Wild Robot, which has become one of my favorite books ever. You can check out, I'll have a link to this in the bottom about my book talks and everything about The Wild Robot. And there's a movie coming out to this in September, so you're not going to want to miss reading that before the movie comes out. This is book two. This is the second adventure of Roz. In the first book, Roz lives on an island. She adopts a son who's a goose named Brightbill, and all the animals on the island finally become her friends and they love her. But when the other robots come to take her away, there is a fight. Things don't go well. Roz has to be sent back to be fixed because the animals can't fix her. This is what happens once she's been fixed. Now, if you want to hear the first chapter of the book, you can go to my first chapter Friday reading, but this is a book talk about this one real quick. So Roz has been fixed, and she's smart enough to know how to answer certain questions by the developers not to be destroyed. So Roz is fixed, and she is sent out again out into the world because her job as a robot is just to help humans. That's her whole entire role. So she is sent to a farm, a little shabby, rundown farm with a dad whose name is Mr. Sheriff. I hope I say that right. Sheriff, and his two children. He has a daughter and a son, Jaya and Jad. Now, they have lost their mother. Their mother passed away from a farming accident. And in that accident where she passed away, Mr. Sheriff also injured his leg. So he is having a very hard time keeping up with his farm. And he's kind of let the farm go to ruins. So he gets Roz, who is a refurbished robot, not a brand new robot, to come help. And Roz takes over and gets the farm running. Hilltop Farm is a dairy farm, so there's lots of cows. So Roz becomes friends with the cows. Annabelle and Lily are two of my favorite cows in this whole story. They are so amazing. Lily's a little calf. Annabelle's an older cow. Great friends with Roz. And then Jaya and Jad, who are the children, they become really good friends with Roz also. They tell stories together. They run and play together. Oh my gosh, love the story. But Roz always longs for home. She wants to go back to the island where her son is, where her friends are there. This one tears at my heart because she wants to stay and help on the farm because they're so desperate for help. But she wants to be back with her at her home. So she enlists the help of the kids to help come up with an escape plan. And there's all sorts of drama and action in this. There are some nasty, nasty wolves in this story. Shadow's the leader. Barb is one of his helpers. And there's 5 other wolves who try to attack the cows. And when Roz does not let them attack the cows, Shadow is out for revenge. And I'm talking hatred revenge. Follows Roz everywhere and tries to kill Roz, destroy Roz. I don't want to give too much away, but Roz is always trying to escape to get home. And she can't escape because there's a chip in her brain that Mr. Sheriff can keep track of her at all times. So that's where the kids come in and help. This is such a heartwarming story. Little bit of a snippet. She does get away from the farm with the help of Brightbill. Brightbill finds and comes and helps. But the adventures that they go on just trying to get back home is amazing, and all the different animals and creatures that help them along the way. So this book is amazing. A couple of my favorite quotes are, let me get on my iPad real quick. I do not feel defective. I feel different. Is being different the same as being defective? I don't think so, said Jaya, or else we're all a little defective. I love that. And then this one says, every problem has a peaceful solution. Violence is unnecessary. Us humans could use that advice today. And then at the end, when the developer who made all the robots is talking, she says, if you love your job, it never feels like work. So I love that. Teachers, this is our librarians, teachers and librarians. If you do makerspace or have things like that, there are some great things in this that you could do. It talks about all these amazing farm equipment that's on the farm that goes from taking care of the farm to baling hay to a drone that keeps up with everything. really cool stuff. And I thought it would be really cool, like for kids to do a research project on that. Do those type of equipments, you'd have to read all about them, but do all those type of equipments, do they exist today? If not, could they exist today? There's also Roz is trying to plan her escape through the first part of the book. What would your kids come up with? How could they think that Roz could escape with or without the chip in her head? She has, you could do both of them. Which one, if she does have the chip in her head that tracks her, how could she get away? If she doesn't, how could she get away? There's another one where um, she's asked if she can't escape, how's she going to get back to the island? It's a long way away. Have the kids come up with a plan to get her from the farm, seems like across the world, to her island. And then the last one, there's a whale that helps her. And this whale doesn't take her all the way back to the island. I was curious why. Are whales territorial? Could this whale have taken them all the way back? So lots of great research projects that could be done in this book. So do not miss The Wild Robot Escapes. You need to read this one first, read The Wild Robot, and then read The Wild Robot Escapes. I promise you won't regret it because this book is amazing, this book series. So until the next video, have a great day, Blazerdales.